Okay, and welcome back. We're back in Skyrim. Um, I decided that I'd like to start building my, one of the possible player homes for me on today's episode. Now, there's basically, I don't know, 4 or 5 possible player homes. One is that one we saw over here, which was the Darkwater Manor, I think it was called, which is roughly, well, it's down here somewhere. I think it's right around here. Um, but that one seemed like it was a little bit more complicated. We do have this grand bathhouse that we could make a home in. Another option would be one of the player houses in the cities, like Riften or White Wind, Whiterun, Windhelm, etc. Another one option would be the buildable ones like Lakeview Manor, or there's the I think there's one right around here somewhere, and then there's one in Morthal. I think it's somewhere over here. And other options would include modded player homes like this Mushroom Tower, or what we're going to be doing today, which is Fellberg, sorry. And then the final option, well, this is part of the same of the last category, would be um, there's a museum in Solitude that actually hosts hosts a Dragonborn player home. So there's various options, but I think the one that I'd like to at least explore today. So far, I've been using Lakeview Manor, and I think I'd like to explore um, Fellberg. So we're gonna go ahead and get to this one. This one's kind of fun. I'm gonna quick save. Um, by the way, I found this other guy that I liked, so I brought him to our party. So we've got basically a ranger, thief, a magician, a fighter, and me. And I don't know. I'll probably start collecting followers, but I want to kind of narrow my party just to maybe 2 at a time. So I don't know. I might put Orban and Ren away for a while, but we'll see. Um, but anyway, let's. This is the mod, and sorry, I'm this stupid eating animation. What you do is you go over here to the. Okay. Um, Not sure why that happened. Um, if that gives me more trouble, we may have to consider 86 in that plan. Let me try it again though. Let's see if that was a one-off. You'll have that. You'll have that happen sometimes. Build plans, carpenter's workbench. Well, I tell you what. Let's do one of these. So, um, what we need is we need construction material, and probably one thing. What's like the easiest thing? I guess. Okay, clay and well, firewood, quarried stone, and all the typical stuff. Um, but I carpenter seems like it'd be useful, so that's kind of what we need to do. So let's just take a look around here. And again, I'm going to try to avoid clicking on that thing that causes it to crash. I think maybe what I did was I didn't have. Here's stone quarry. That's excellent. So we'll just go ahead and mine some stone. I don't remember how quickly you accumulate stone here, but I'll just keep doing this while I'm talking. And this, obviously, I'm going to be too encumbered to run for a while, but that's fine. Um, so I'll just grab a bunch of stone, and we may need to make some hinges and whatnot. But as I'm doing this, I will tell you that I think what may have happened there is I clicked on build, like execute a build, but I didn't have anything, you know, loaded into it. So I think maybe that's just a little sloppiness on the mod author's part, but so we're just getting a bunch of quarried stone. Let me just get one more and see where we're at. Okay. And quarried stone, we're at 52. Okay, that should be enough. And might as well grab all this while we're here. Now I could have sworn that I gave Rin, possibly Orbin, I gave these guys a little bit of building material, I think. So let me do the trade thing. And he's got a lot of books and stuff, dragon scales, blah blah blah. You know, I'm not seeing building material. Do you have anything? Probably not.
Any chance of a helmet? Could really use one the next time a bandit takes a swing at my skull.
Tell you what, I'm gonna give you these Necromancer robes. I think you might be able to use those. Well, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Alright then.
You look ridiculous. We'll keep working on that.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
What do you got? Yeah, nothing helpful.
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay, well, there should be a clay deposit somewhere nearby. And I think we're just going to have to do this manually. And here's the firewood section, so let's get a bunch of firewood. Okay, we need to remember to hang on to this woodcutter's axe if we want to be able to chop firewood like this. But this is kind of a similar function to the quarried stone function. Oh, I see the... Gosh darn it, stupid eating thing. Oh boy, we could be here for a while. Well, so I'm going to let this play out for a second, and if you happen to be watching, I guess what I'll do... I'm going to pick a random book from my bookshelf, and, okay, did I... I guess I have to re-click it every now and then. Okay, random book time. This is The Heresy of Democracy by Lord Parav and of Newcastle. The book is published in 1955. Introduction. The issue. An American friend, hearing that I contemplated this book, commented that to write, quote, on the shortcomings of democracy is hitting a fellow when he's down, or shooting sitting ducks, particularly at this moment. Is this true? Is democracy nowadays worth a long, a combination, okay. Sorry about that. Is democracy nowadays worth so long a combination service? Certainly not, if it were only a question of the shortcomings of a particular form of government. But the title of this book is seriously meant. It has been written in the in the conviction that in the desperate insecurity of the modern world, what is at issue is not one more mistake in the technique of government, where every generation has multiplied its mistakes since the first syllable of recorded time, but a culminating error of belief which can be accurately described only in the language of religion. It is a false worship whose sincerest devotees, approaching their idol shrine with the most unselfish aspirations wake from their trance of adoration to find themselves bound unawares to the service of devils. What is worse, the same bondage may await those who, with no real faith in the idol, repeat his litanies from habit, or because they have learnt no other creed. This has been, at least as late as yesterday, the fashion of 9/10 of the public men and active voters of the quote, free world, unquote. And even of their moral and spiritual guides, there must be no propaganda in our schools, said a blameless English professor of education between wars, except, of course, propaganda for democracy. After all, wrote an equally blameless bishop to me during the general strike in 1926, quote, "We cannot deny the principle that vox populi vox Dei," unquote. Perhaps we who have thus crowded the outer courts of the temple are more on our guard today, for we have caught a glimpse of real initiates of the inner shrine. G.K. Chesterton once said that Satanism is proud and sly, and always seems to be hiding a small, mad smile. Um, and we can recognize now that unintended portrait of Nazism in the Kremlin, but it is horrifying to think how we of the crowd thus paved these courts with our good intentions before 1939, and may still be paving them for a new hell soon to come. For we still, most of us, learned no other creed. During all my youth and middle age, the language of belief was out of fashion in the world of parliamentary governments. The religion of all sensible men
I've got your back.
never tell was enough for the world. Let a man subscribe to the social reform program of his party and believe in what he pleased. We hardly yet realize how out of date this attitude has become today, when the whole policy of the free world is concentrated in resistance to a false but infectious faith, built up perseveringly over a century and a half on the basis of a new democracy of 1789, or if we have begun to realize it, we have unlearned the only language in which our resistance to it can be expressed, not as a mere negation, but in terms of positive counter-faith. Does all this sound too rhetorical, too reminiscent of the style of a minor prophet? Perhaps, though if I could master that style, I should be sorely tempted to write in it. At least it would fit in my sense of urgency. But anyway, that is not a style in which I could hope to convey my conviction of the nature of the issue. Another thing which the free world has forgotten is how largely the language of belief is one of intellectual discrimination. We have failed to learn that lesson even from Lenin, and our failure accounts for the dangerous weakness of our resistance. Here again, the title of this book is seriously meant. Heresy is almost always very near to truth. Truth may stand on a rock, but it is seldom more than a narrow ledge. The gulf which separates it from error is bottomless, but a step can cross it. For instance, the distinction between a law-worthy people, to borrow a primitive English phrase, and a sovereign people is a distinction of belief as to the nature of authority which can be claimed by human government, but it is as narrow as it is deep, deep enough to make all the difference, in particular between English-speaking and French parliamentary government, but narrow enough to seem mere hair-splitting to the modern Englishman, American, or Frenchman. Unfortunately, I am as little a logician as a prophet. Instead, I have chosen to write as a historian, to report distinctions rather than to draw them, to trace causes and effects in the past rather than to detect them in the present or predict them in the future. I do not pretend that my history is free from bias, but at least my bias is unconcealed. I have tried to understate rather than overstate my conclusions and my sense of the climax to which my story leads. Indeed, if I have failed to state any positive conclusion convincingly, I shall be content to have um, accustomed my readers to the use of a language in which they can state their own. One conclusion only, I hope, I have not understated, that the course of the world is determined by what men believe, and that the responsibility of belief is the greatest of the responsibilities which must be borne by a free people and by their governors. 1. The origin and pattern of democracy. And it goes on from there. It's interesting. It's provocative. The thesis of the book appears to be that democracy ain't that good. Well, let's see how much firewood we got there. From just reading the introduction, we got 72. That's not bad. Alright, and then we'll go and just grab a little bit of clay. I think I do have a shovel, and if not, I know my colleague does. There's probably one lying over here, too. I guess use a pickaxe. Okay, cool. Now this could go on indefinitely, I think. So we may be in decent shape for the clay. Okay, while he's doing that, I guess I'll read a little bit more. Just a little bit, though. Maybe another paragraph. The argument of these 5 chapters is that the democratic state created by the French Revolution was a new creation generically different from the older types of parliamentary, quote, democracy, unquote. It had a distinct philosophy from Rousseau to Marx and Lenin. A philosophy which... excuse me. A philosophy which is nothing less than a new religion. It is also a distinct constitutional pattern, from the Jacobin Club to Hitler and Stalin, a pattern in lawmaking, justice, political organization, and the use of executive power. Its character is essentially totalist. Failure to recognize this was a crucial mistake of the peacemakers in 1919, and this failure still cripples liberal statesmanship in the British Commonwealth and the United States. Boy, that's interesting stuff. Okay, let's stop there for now. And take a look at how much clay we have. 76, pretty good. So we've got a respectable amount of each of the basic materials now, so we're going to go head back over here. Now, one thing that I may not have much of are things like hinges and, you know, stuff like that. And I'm not sure if we have a way of easily creating them. We can make leather easily, it looks like. And yeah, we'll just have to see. It looks like I can use an anvil, but I don't think I have a smelter. So I could do a water well fairly easily. But I really want to get this carpenter. So 40 straw, I need 18 more firewood, a couple hinges, couple locks, and 40 leather. Well, we need iron ingots. Tell you what, let me grab my horse. I like that guy, he's just playing the drum there. That's cute. Okay. My horse is overly encumbered, obviously. What's in the sack? And we're gonna take all. And that's enough bear pelts, by the way, so we can actually use one of those. We're damn close on the fire salts. And we have pretty much all we need for the other alchemy quest there. Okay, now we can do this. Hinge. We need 2 hinges, right? And I think we need 2 locks. 2 locks, 40 leather, 40 straw. How do we get straw? Do I have to buy it or what? lock, so we'll type in lock. Okay, so we need 18 more firewood. Now I'm going to start with the carpenter because I think they generate like wood for us, right? And I don't know, would a farm generate straw? I don't know how we would get straw. But I guess each one of these, I don't remember we get about 5 chops each. That's like 10. So I think I got to do this twice. So I'll just kind of, I won't read again, even though it was provocative. But let's just see if we can get through this. And we're about halfway to what we need. So that might be 8 apiece. So let me just do it 2 more times. I'm sure this is what everybody tuned in for, is just me going about mundane tasks. I guess I could have planned this a little bit better. But it is what it is. It'll be done soon. Still kind of baffled about how I'm going to get straw. Okay, last one. Okay, and then this should be the last chop. Okay. Now, tell you what I'm going to do. I have to use Task Manager to get to the internet here, but well, it just says straw can be purchased in general stores, according to the internet. So, I guess what we'll have to do is, it's too bad they don't just give you some, because it's kind of bullshit that there's no way to harvest straw. At least it appears. But I think what I will do, I assume this chest is going to be safe. Income chest. Well, let's just now, you know what? Let's put it on my horse. So I'm gonna okay, store all house building materials. Store all cooking and store all smithing materials. And store all alchemy ingredients. Okay, let's see how that goes. And I'm now no longer encumbered, and that really saves me a lot of... Okay, now the next thing I want to do is potentially leave these guys here. So
I'm right behind you.
let me save first, because I don't want to like lose.
I've got your back.
But I want you to maybe
I'll
stay
head back
here.
home if you need me.
No, this is home.
Divine smile on you, friend. Lead the way.
Okay. So he's back in the party.
Still here. you need. Anything else? I'm right behind you. You go on ahead. We heading out?
Well,
I'll just be here then. Ready to get going? Let's get going.
whatever. So I've got 4 followers. I think that realistically what I would need to do is build my place up first before I can make them stay here. And unfortunately, my desire to do that is somewhat limited. But hey, you know what? There's a couple of quest markers here. So let's just do those quests. So let's go up north and find Runel's thing in this gorge.
Still here.
And next time we find ourselves in a city somewhere, we'll just buy up all the straw. I really should have been more aware of that before now. And this mod, I think it replaces some of the landscape over there, so. But let's see what this is. Looks like a hunter. Oh, dead hunter. Mammoth tusk I'll take. Snow bear. Okay, so we have even more leather sources. Nobody's around to be that concerned about that. Iron arrow I'll take, but I'll let you keep the hunting bow. So it's just a little shelter of a dead hunter. And I'm eating honey randomly, which is great. Okay, so where are we? It's just right over here. I don't like this. This looks like a necromancer.
Give up while you still can. Just done.
Okay, so random necromancer here. Probably not the best sign for somebody to still be alive. Did he, we can't really access his body because it's out of bounds. But this hopefully won't be the biggest dungeon in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4 followers. Okay. And we do have this guy here. And that's the nice thing about this game. I will save it just in case, but you can pretty much guarantee that everybody in a dungeon is hostile, so you don't even have to worry about hitting innocent people. Oh god. Well, I seem to have set up a trap. But that's okay, I killed this guy. Couple arrows to the face didn't go so well for him. And let's go this way. Whoa. I keep setting off traps. Should probably be a little more careful. Okay, we got those. Yeah, I'm honestly a little surprised I didn't die yet, given that I've set off two traps in a row, both of which have damaged me. That's usually a pretty good death sentence. Okay. Sneak our way past the noisemakers. Well, that triggered the dead skeleton bones triggered this fire trap, which is great. But apparently it didn't make enough noise to catch anybody's attention except for this guy. Oh, it's a skeever. God, I love those things. Let's just light this place up. I do not remember this dungeon at all, for whatever it's worth. I mean, I see some red dots over there, but they're so far away. Alright, well, we'll come back to it. Okay, so I've looted that. And there's a path over here. Is this a dead end, though? Looks to be a dead end. Silver, I'll take that. And I would like this one as well. Need you to stop that, please. Okay, very good.
I'm right behind you. I've got your back.
And there's another one on the other side.
Got your back. I'm right behind you.
Okay, and then this one.
I've got your back. I'm right behind you. I've got your back.
And bada. Oh, that's not
Got
even
your back.
registering for some reason. Try that again.
I've got your back.
I guess if we damaged but didn't kill anybody over there with that fire,
Right behind you.
we'll probably have some issues with,
Still here.
I mean, they probably regenerated, so whatever good we would have done, it's kind of moot now. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or what, with that fire still being there. And this is oil.
You can't win this. Give up while you still can. At it. It's your best. Show me what you got. Die, damn you. You don't have a chance. I can take you.
You can take me, what? Okay, well, that was fun. Good job, guys. We beat their ass. Go ahead and take that. That already got triggered, it looks like. It's that little hammer. It looks kind of cute. I'll take that. Oh, it's this thing, that gate. Nothing over here. Another glitched out fire. Oh, build material. Very convenient. We'll take all that. I gotta start looking for these build material barrels more. All those nails. Absolutely. Okay. Apparently I stepped on the fire. I'd like that arrow. Thank you.
I'm right behind you.
Okay. We got a chest with an adept lock. Okay, it's over to the right. Okay. A little trickier than I'm giving it credit for. There we go. Plenty of locks, what's it called? Lock picks.
Still here.
Okay. Apprentice lock. There we go, very easy. Weightless objects, always great. Let's check down here. For some reason it won't let me pick up those iron arrows. Interesting stuff. Okay, skeleton. And we go this way. Oh shit. I gotta remember, now that I'm getting a little bit further into the game, that those soul gems on pedestals like that are traps, basically. So you gotta disable them, like so. And you get the soul gem as a reward. Now, did I see somebody walking around up here? Yeah, I did. Is there a thing up there I can shoot? No.
Someone?
Right in the face. It's kind of weird because I have my companion wearing Necromancer gear. Okay. Moon sugar, skeleton. Alright.
Still here.
Oh, fire salt.
Right
I actually
behind
now have enough fire salts to make
Still here.
um, to give to the for the quest from
you.
Riften,
Still here.
which is a quest that does take a while apparently. Okay. I am just not doing well with traps at all today. I'm hearing like the little music they play when you get close to a wall with Dragonborn writing on it. Do you hear that? It's weird. It's kind of unsettling.
Right behind you.
Okay, this is a master lock. Okay. Usually takes me about 4 picks to figure out which quadrant it's in. Okay, it's basically right 45-degree angle. There it is. Okay. And I'll leave the armor. Let's loot this room before we move on. Ooh, that looks good. Take that. Okay, you're literally got arrowed up against the wall. And you got quite a few arrows yourself. Nice undies. And, you know, I'm just kind of casually looking for straw. I don't really see any.
Still here.
I mean, this looks like straw, right? So you'd think you'd be able to just, like, take it. But nope. Okay, so pickaxe there. I'm not sure what that denotes. Let's save. And this looks like possibly another trap. These pedestals just strike me as potential traps. But I think they're just routine
You do know where you're going.
pedestals holding vases. No trap. Okay. Nice. I got a new perk that slows time down even more dramatically, 75%. So it's really nice because I get extra precision on my actions. There is quite a bit of oil on the floor here, just for whatever it's worth. Okay, got him once. This guy is so confused about what's going on. Okay, kill cam. Way to not show me the actual kill. Oh god.
Problem solved.
Well, that was easy. My guys are like, ow, let's stand in the fire. Okay, more fire salt from him. That's convenient. We could actually eat one of them to discover its alchemical property. And I'm getting that same music again. Maybe this time I'm actually close to a wall. There's a red guard. We'll take that. Oh, here we go. There's a word here. Inferno fire breath. Very nice. Wood elf. Oh, poor little fella. And we've got the embalming equipment, of course. Well, he's part of my species, but alas, he's out of his misery.
I'm right behind you.
Can I disenchant anything? No, I cannot. I always like to check.
I'm right behind
And
you.
we'll check this. Elven greatsword. Boy. Here's the quest object. Can I disenchant that iron greatsword? Nope. So what I really ought to do is, you're my pack mule. I like to use this guy as the pack mule because I have a spell where I can summon him just in case he gets lost. Elven greatsword, there you go. Iron greatsword of soul, whatever it is. Mammoth tusk. Dwarven dagger. Okay, good enough.
Let's get going then.
Moving on. And we gotta figure out how to get through here. Ooh. That's a green, I don't know, oh, it's a spell tome, that's why. Okay. A lot of unread books up here. Take those.
I'm right behind you.
And we'll check. Oh, we already did that.
I've got your back. I've got your back.
Scroll. Oh, there's a garnet.
Right behind you.
Scroll of fireball. Quill. Quill. I like quills. Inkwell. Inkwell. Quill.
I've got your back.
Okay, cool. I'll save those things
I'm
for
right behind you.
decorative purposes.
I've got your back.
I've got your back.
Okay, and how do we get through this one? There we are. Activate chain. Very good. So, just so we know, there was a journal. This guy. He's an alchemist, it looks like. Okay. And then we also found that spell tome. Oh, we also have 2 recipes we haven't read as well, including this restore health, which I'm curious actually what version this is going to be. Imp stool and wheat. So we are growing wheat at our Lakeview home. Okay, and we learned soothe. Very nice. This Crusader armor that I got in the last dungeon is pretty cool. And this is the way we came, right? Okay. Are you guys gonna... Yeah, the old Skyrim people had trouble with retracing our footsteps like that, but it's no problem now. Okay, so that was a pretty light dungeon. I'll definitely gonna have some cheese after that. Okay. I think, you know what? I recall from the last time I played with this mod, this Felberg mod, that like in and around Felberg, there's like um, supply barrels. Let's go. Let's just go this way. Nailed him. All right. And for some reason, the deer had a garnet ring on him. That's fine. We're not gonna go up there, but we're gonna take a right and go around this mountain, kind of. Who are these guys? Are you good or bad?
You there, traveler! Over here!
Who are you? What's this? Oh, it's vampires. Boy, that was... Oh boy, she got nailed. Well, those vampires did not fight well at all. Perhaps they didn't know what they were up against, but they have these naked vigilants of Stendar, which is very cruel, and
Do you mind?
tried to make me the next victims.
What a waste.
Still here. Oh,
Take the magic weapons, take the vampire dust for sure. And well, that's empty. And that guy died over there. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's the vampires there. We'll head this way. You know, if I stay off horseback, my party tends to stay together better. I'm just kind of going around in a circle, and I'm going to loop back to Felberg. And we got the rain. Pleasant. A dead Khajiit. I'll take the book as a souvenir. And is this his dead horse? It looks like it. Alright. I'm still kind of, you know, semi on the lookout for building supply barrels. Okay, this is just a shelter from the shelters mod. Usually not a lot to see at shelters. Is that just a sword? Yeah. Could cook. And we could take a nap. But I think what I'll do is I think we'll continue on. Take out this saber cat real quick.
Bites the dust.
We're gonna get pretty close to weight capacity if we keep going at this rate. Let's see, that takes us to Helgen and presumably Falkreath as well. Riften, Helgen. Yeah, there isn't a sign for Falkreath. Rorikstead is over there. But I think we need to go this way into the mountains. Am I right? Yes, this is right. So I probably want to find this location now. So I'm sneaking. Incidentally, yeah, we're not quite ready to level up yet. Okay, this traveler detected me. Hi.
I may have in Cyrodiil, but Skyrim's as much my home as any Norse.
Okay, it's an Imperial. So now, yeah, I basically want to go up through here somewhere. Looking for an obvious path. Oh, there's a fox. Alright. Here's the path, it looks like. Go ahead and go to stealth mode. And we killed the fox. Good experience. Get some more leather. Okay, somehow I blew my cover accidentally.
Hello? You! Over here, please! Thank Kinnereth for you, stranger. I'd almost... Name's Valder. We tracked a bear to this spring. I may have lost a drop or two of blood. I just need a little to get...
There you go, give him a couple healing potions.
But now what? I can't just walk. You do that for a stranger? I'm right behind you. What to say? Lead on, I suppose.
Alright, we have to go into this cavern and help this guy hunt the bear in this cavern, I guess. I vaguely remember this quest from previous playthroughs too.
Still here.
Okay, there's a bear there. Is it dead? Oh, that one is, but... Oh, there's a Spriggan. Okay, there's that one. And unfortunately, the companion here looks to be dead. Grab the Spriggan sap, grab the bear hide. I think we can go up.
Step lightly. Who knows if those things can hear us or not?
Iron. We might want to pause on mining the iron. Okay, there's a bear.
Well, must have run off.
I don't know why I'm collecting ingredients. Is there anything over here? Nope, not really. We'll skin the bear on the way out. Presumably there's going to be a Spriggan attack. I don't see any with my naked eye. But if I shoot a random arrow, will that trigger any? No.
9. Diddy, where'd you go?
Okay, we got one there. I shot it in the leg. They like to regenerate, don't they? Okay.
When I was little,
Well,
I
with
used to love
that,
stories about finding treasure in caves
build
like this.
material, that's what I'm talking about right there. And again, I'll have to give this to the pack mule. Firewood, glass, straw. Excellent. I'm not sure, I don't recall how much I needed in the straw. But now we have 40, which is great. So I'll have to give that to my pack mule.
Step lightly. Who knows if those things can hear us or not? Still here. Still here. What do you want me to carry?
Okay, bear pelt, bowl. Firewood, deer hide, fox pelt. Glass, goblet, hinge, porkertusk, horse hide, inkwell, jug, iron ingot, leather strips. Plate, quarried stone, quill, saber cat, silver ore, skull, straw, wolf pelt. Okay, that should do it.
Let's get going then.
Alright, let's see if there's any more Spriggans somewhere in this cave. This is a beautiful little water. I like how the lighting affects this water, like the moonlight or whatever.
Caves are exciting, don't you think? You never know what you'll find.
Well, I found 2 dead people. Can't seem to go up there. I imagine there's just another Spriggan hiding somewhere. Right there.
Someone there?
And it's the Spriggan matron. Even worse.
Like the bite of a flea. Hey, be careful.
Whoops. Okay.
It's done then. Justice, if you could call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it.
Thanks.
I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
Okay, so we made a Falkreathian buddy. Just gonna poke around the cave just a teeny bit more. Gold ore vein. So that's cool. There's gold in this cave. We'll have to remember that in case we need to come up with gold later in the run. Okay. And what was that? Hanging mouse? Okay. Hard to see things up here, but cool.
Got your back.
Let's check this ledge out. Okay, we got a chest up here. Talos, Elven Sword, always cute. And sells decently, so I'll take it. Leave the mace. And the boots. Check over here. Not seeing anything. Not even a coin purse. Okay, so that should basically do it. So let's head on out. I'll get the bear hide on the way. I'll see you, my friend.
I'm right behind you.
Okay, so I think I'll loop back to Felberg. Now I've got a decent amount of building material. I could keep exploring around the area for more, but I want to just get things kind of established. So, and that was iron. Okay, let's try going this way. Who are you?
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Hunter. Okay, cool. Firewood, elk. Lucian, why are you like spontaneously there?
All right then.
Ha! Found you. I've got your back.
Who's this guy
I'm
attacking?
getting out of here.
Who's he attacking? I don't see anybody. Is he just going after that wolf? Alright, whatever. Go for it. Random hunter camp. Not a lot of interest here. I already stole his shit. What's all this over here? Is he part of my thief? These walls look almost like cheaply placed into the game. I'm not really sure what they're doing here. But anyway. Let's just head back to Felberg and try building something. There we go. Oh wow, gargoyles. Do not recall being attacked by gargoyles in this game. They're scary, aren't they? I cannot recall ever being attacked by gargoyles before. That was unexpected. Pretty decent loot. Okay, well, where the hell are we? We're just due south of Felberg, which is up here. There's some object over here. Let's check this out. Okay, building supplies. Another dead elk. Sweet. Well, we got yet more building supplies.
I'm right behind you. What do you want want me to carry?
Um, I accidentally gave you that. I'll take that back. But otherwise, we're good.
Lead on.
And let's head back to Felberg. Now, I didn't see any straw in that one, unfortunately. I also vaguely remember the last time I did this mod having an issue where it put a terrain feature over a spider spawn location, which caused the spider to spawn underground, which caused my people to go crazy trying to kill it, but not being able to. Okay, so we're back. Back where we started the episode, and probably where we're going to end it. But what I'll do is I will simply grab the materials and try to build. Where are you guys? Guys, followers, hello? Where the hell? I sure know how to take the long way.
I've got your back.
Alright, here we go.
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
So I'm just taking all of the things that I could potentially use.
You lead, I'll follow.
And then let's also take build materials from the horse. Take all house building materials, okay.
I've got your back.
So let's see what we can build now. See if 40 straw is enough to build that carpenter's place. So I'm gonna save first. Always save before using this mod. Okay. Oh, we need more firewood. Okay, I guess I thought I had more firewood. Did I give you the firewood?
I'm right behind you.
Do you have the firewood?
Still here. I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
No, you do not.
Let's get
Do
going.
you have any firewood?
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
You have some.
Lead on.
What do you need?
How about you?
Any
What do
to
you
a
have?
helmet? Could really use one the next time a bandit takes a swing at my... I'll be
You
right
look
behind
ridiculous with that outfit. And where's my other guy? You.
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
Alright, well, he doesn't have it either, so
You lead,
let me check my horse just to see if I made a mistake with the horse. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to chop some more firewood, I guess. I don't know what I would have done with it, like, oh, here we go. Okay. I guess it just didn't categorize it as house building material, which is stupid. Okay, so we'll leave the rest of that for now. Okay, so let's see how close we are now. So I'll save. Why is it pink? Okay, well, let's do the carpenter. Now, do I use this? Let me save again. Now, this might crash the game. Now, I tell you what, if this crashes the game, I'm probably just going to figure this out off camera. Okay, I'm having difficulty focusing. Does that mean I'm having a condition? Am I like having a, I might be having a, some sort of issue, but okay, so I saved it. Again, if this crashes the game, I'm going to call it a day. Yeah, it crashed. Okay, well, I'll figure that out off camera, and then we'll, resume here next time. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Skyrim.